Hey everyone, I just found out, well, I didn't just find out, but we found out that we are expecting. Today is 5 weeks and 4 days, I believe. And so we're about to enter into our 6th week of pregnancy. And we actually found out quite early. When I say early, I mean it was probably a week, like 2 weeks after I think ovulation. I was testing with OPKs, and there was a very distinct day that I knew I was ovulating, and so yeah, I tested, and it was just by accident that I tested. I had ordered Amazon pregnancy tests, and they came in late, and so it was, I think, like mid-afternoon. I was like, oh, let me just try one out, and then I found out that we were expecting, and I told my husband that night, and he was very, very excited. We are so incredibly blessed and lucky because it was literally our first month of trying, and yeah, I don't know, maybe the timing was impeccable, maybe it was just all meant to be, but yeah, it's been interesting trying to keep it from family because we want to share with them. And everyone kind of suspects, which is really, really weird. I guess I have been a lot more tired. And so, yeah, let's just launch into sort of like symptoms and how I've been feeling. I've definitely felt really, really bloated the first 3 weeks, 3 weeks after I found, like 2 weeks after I found out. So the way that pregnancy is calculated is not from conception, but actually from the last day of your period. So technically, you're pregnant 2 weeks before you actually conceive. And so, in my third and fourth week of pregnancy, which is after conception, I was super bloated. My stomach was really getting like big and bulgy, and I was feeling super uncomfortable and just dealing with a lot of body changes and hormonal changes. I haven't had morning sickness yet, but I think that is maybe towards the middle of the first trimester. So that's something that I maybe look forward to. It does affect 50 to 85% of women. So there is a chance that I don't get it, but I don't know. I've been feeling almost every other symptom. So we'll see. Yeah, definitely feeling more tired. Like certain days you just don't feel like you're just gutted. And then other days I have like hormonal, like sort of like mood swings where I'll just wake up like mad, just mad at the world. And there's no reason for it. And it just, everything just angers me, just pisses me off. And I remember distinctly there was a day where I woke up really, really angry, and I knew that this was a pregnancy symptom, so I just labeled it. I said, this is a pregnancy symptom. You are feeling hormonal changes right now. There's nothing that's wrong. And then I was eating lunch, and I remember eating leftovers, and it was tasting so good. It was like rice and chicken or something. And I started crying because it was so good. And that's how I knew. I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely, definitely mood swings, all hormonal. But yeah, it's just been every day is kind of a little different. Some days the symptoms are a little bit stronger, some days they're not. And for the last, I think, like few days, I've been waking up really, like, like really energetic. I do have to go pee a lot more often now, and I am feeling like more thirsty and just dehydrated. So I try to drink more water and just try to keep my exercise up. So I am doing a morning workout every morning with my girlfriends. It's a HIIT workout, and I'm still doing mostly everything that the program. So we're following F45's at home workouts, and they're quite rigorous, but I feel like my body is used to it because I've gone to F45 since last February. So my body is used to sort of the movements, and I'm trying not to do really sudden like belly movements, but because I haven't told them yet, I just sort of have to go with it, which, although is a really nice way to start the mornings in quarantine. We're all mostly in quarantine still. It's mid-June right now as I'm recording this, and so it's just been an interesting thing to hide because I'm the one that's sort of like leading the class and trying to amp everyone up. Meanwhile, like sometimes I'm struggling and I'm trying to catch my breath, but it's been cool trying to like just still keeping up with my fitness. What else has been happening? Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's so weird to think about sometimes where you're like, oh my gosh, like in 7 months, there's gonna be a little baby here, hopefully. And I know the risk of miscarriage does go down significantly, as you know, per day, per week even. So right now, our chances of miscarrying are hovering around like 11 to 15%. But we do have our first midwife appointment in a month. I think it's mid-July. So the way that it works right now is they're trying to clump in like the first and the second so that there's less visits and less need to go outside for pregnant mamas and spouses because of the pandemic. And so it's like I'm so nervous because it's our first ever child, but I'm also nervous because I've heard a lot of different labor stories during COVID where, you know, I've had to wear a mask while you're going through labor. Your spouse can't be with you in certain appointments. And so yeah, we'll just take it one step at a time. Whatever's the most safest for everybody. I understand that frontline workers have to have a level of precaution to, you know, ensure that they're not risking a lot for their own health, but other people's health as well. So yeah, what else? What else should I? Yeah, so I'm planning on telling my family, or like our family, I think in a few weeks, probably in 2 weeks. It's still quite early, but I think we'll be a little bit more confident once the 7-week mark hits. 7-8 weeks. But yeah, I think everyone is super onto us, so it won't be too much of a surprise, but we're trying to think of a cute way to do this. And then I have a really exciting idea for how to do the announcement sort of like on social media. And yeah, I'm gonna share that here whenever. But yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to film this because I've been watching a lot of these and I feel like this is a moment that I'm gonna wanna remember, like, forever. So I wish I filmed when I found out, and I wish I filmed when I told my husband, but it's all good. I think those moments, because there's so much shock, I mean, I do wish I filmed it, but it's okay. It's like, it was like a private moment that like we'll always remember and treasure together. So yeah, I've been taking prenatals since January-ish now, so it's, yeah, definitely been a long time since I've been taking those. But otherwise, I'm feeling good. Sort of, there's no really belly shot I can really show you. Like, it's sort of, it's really just like, kind of like a little bit of bloating. But yeah. I'll come back here in the next maybe 3 weeks or a month to do the next update, but till then, yeah, I don't know, I'm just trying something new, something different here, and yeah, super excited. See ya!